So I think that's the reason why we haven't seen this kind of reaction before. And to your point, too, maybe the masses are panicking, but with so much money on the line, I highly doubt Adam Silver is panicking, right? He knows how much money the NBA is going to lose by shutting down, potentially lose by shutting down. All the ticket sales in the NCAA that they're not going to get now. Mark Emmert knows the financial risk for doing this.
Absolutely they do.
They're not panicking. They're relying on people that basically are saying, we're not going to have a choice.
They're not just spitballing this stuff. They're getting a lot of really good inside information from people who they trust, who said it's not wise to have 16,000 people in all these arenas. That's why I'd be surprised if the NCAA basketball tournament does go on. If the NBA cancels suspends its season, let me rephrase that, because they don't want all these guys in compact airplanes and flying to all these other places, potentially not just dealing with themselves, but potentially affecting other people. How is the NCAA going to pull this off? It's crazy.
This is maybe a bad analogy, but stay with me for a second.
Sure.
You know, porn stars have to get tested for STDs before they perform, right?
I'm listening.
I wonder if it's going to be a situation where if these teams start traveling, it's essentially everybody has to get tested before they get on the plane, so they know the plane is clear to begin with. I wonder if we're going to get to that point. Because if we're going to limit it to just essential staff and family members for the NCAA tournament and have 250 people watching these basketball games, my guess is they're going to want everybody to stay as clear as possible, right? Keep your distance, and then also make sure that everybody's clean. But again, if Rudy Gobert thought he was clean, then he's sarcastically touching microphones.
Well, again, it's not about Rudy Gobert; it's about who he's in contact with. And if people are not as healthy as Rudy Gobert, and you're a 60-some-year-old man, and you have underlying health issues, you're going to potentially be in a lot of trouble. That's my point. You could be
right. Gobert high fives the valet guy at the arena, and now that guy might have it.
Right, exactly, and that's why they're doing this. It's not about Rudy Gobert; it's about everybody else he comes in contact with. And that's why you have to, for now, just. That's why I'm not panicking. Just err on the side of caution. I think they could still play the NBA playoffs this year.
Gobert's in his late 20s and is in great shape. You know who's not in their late 20s and in great shape? Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Oh no!
Please,
we can't lose Tom Hanks.
Save Tom.
It's Mr. Rogers.
Make something that'll be okay with Tom.
Run, Forrest, run.
Yeah.
Well, he was in Australia, so fortunately he got tested quickly. If he was here, he probably wouldn't have been tested. That's the other thing.
God, please, Ben, say something more. I want you guys to argue. I love it.
I love this kid. Look at me. I have a great respect for Ben. You know that. I think
we have.
No, I do. It's good.
We have aired our differences. We know where we stand.
No, we've done this stuff before.
We've done this stuff before. This station and this show is for entertainment. We're going down a path where we're debating about something that I think we should probably just move on from.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you brought up the point, I think, on Twitter about the school systems. I mean, who knows where that's going to end up as well? Because it involves
which came from the Rogan podcast. And I'm like, and so when he says that, I'm like, yeah, I never thought about it from that angle. That makes a lot of sense. Now, you know, there was people on Twitter last night saying like, yeah, but you didn't think about this. Like, okay, well, that's enlightening too. Look, I'm not grandstanding on this idea that I have this point and I'm going to try to find every angle to strengthen. I'm absolutely amendable on my opinion, and listening to that guy changed my opinion absolutely 100% about my initial feelings about the disease and the condition, which is why I thought it was so insightful. Now, you know, I still just I don't want to ignore the fact that a lot of the numbers and a lot of things still are sort of skewed. I mean, that's statistical probability. Those numbers are skewed. And I don't want to lose sight of that as well. If we had as many COVID-19 tests as we have the actual flu test, I'm going to guarantee a lot of these mortality rates would plummet down into levels that it's not going to cause a pandemic, is not going to cause chaos and panic. And that's the other part of it I'm trying to keep open. That's my point, is that yes, it's an issue. Yes, we should be concerned, but there is another side of this from a mathematical standpoint and a probability standpoint that says that, wait a minute, there's actually another side to this that we haven't really gone down, but yet we're going to ignore that because chaos and panic creates better headlines. It's better for people like us on the radio. It's better for the media world and for the.
But you're using the terms one more time: chaos and panic. What is your definition of chaos and panic? Buying stuff up,
postponing seasons. Do it like
that's panic. Or is that just being smart?
Have we ever done this ever?
No, but have we ever had anything like this before? That's the problem.
But that's what I'm telling you. if we had the same testing systems that we have for every other disease, I've heard
a vaccine.
I've heard theories from doctors even here locally saying we're not so sure we haven't had the coronavirus circulating already.
Well, then why not err on the side of caution? People are dying every day.
I understand, but
well, no, you don't,
because it mimics so much of what people feel like when they have the flu. People could have had this for the last 3 months in the United States, in Minneapolis, and we just didn't know that it was the COVID-19 versus the regular.
COVID-19 has a much higher percentage of
because
fatalities.
We don't have the numbers to prove.
And they might be higher.
That's what.
And they might be higher. That's why I'm saying just err on the side of caution right now. Is all I'm saying. Until we have all the information, and right now they don't.
Rosie, can we compromise? Let's end on this because we're about 10 minutes to go to break. Can we end on this? Can we end on this?
Sure.
Do you want to admit, just on a small level, just for irony, do you just want to hope a little bit that Ben gets the coronavirus?
Not at all. He's a good friend of mine. No.
Not even 1% of you.
I enjoy sparring with Ben verbally like this because
I don't want him to get it.
Of course not. I have a few other people I wouldn't mind seeing get, but not Ben.
Can you name names when we get back?
I actually would like to get it.
For real?
Because then it'd just be over.
Yeah, but I'd get it from you because I'm much older than you, and you'd be passing it over to me.
If you kill Rosie because you
kill me.
voluntarily get the coronavirus, I'm going to lose my mind.
You brought this up to Sauce on Monday, I think. Like, how much would it cost to infect?
$4,500.
If you had the strain right now and you like gave it to me, I would go and I would keep myself quarantined as a experiment, and then just that way I was not infecting anybody else. And then just get it and be done with it. And be like, all right, I had it, went through my system. Now I don't have to worry about everybody else getting me sick. I could just have the awareness that, I had it. I'm good to go.
I love it.
All right, fun talk.
I'd rather not get it. I don't like throwing up, and I don't want the runs.
I love both of you. Just know that. But yeah, Rosie.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on the man.